the Congress's demands that's come in now. First being the resignation of the Deputy Chief Minister, and second, a ban on pub culture, as well as the CBI being brought into the investigation here.
Well, the Congress, what Nana Patole has said is that he wants the resignation of both the CM and the Deputy Chief Minister, which is Devendra Fadnavis in this case. What the Congress is alleging is that there has been political interference right from the word go. Yesterday we saw Aam Aadmi Party leader Anjali Damania saying that it was Deputy Chief Minister Ajay Taware who had made a call to the Pune Commissioner, and they feel that, that this case still is not progressing the way it should have been. If you look at the start of the case, right from the start, the role of the police, the role of doctors, and the role of couple of MLAs from the NCP has been highly circumspect. And as the pressure on the police increased, what we saw was that in the last 5-6 days, we are seeing a very steady progress as far as this particular probe is concerned. What the Congress says is that until and unless a CBI investigates this matter, we will not get to know as to whether there was any political pressure on the Pune Commissioner or not. And if there was a political pressure, then it should have been dealt very strongly. So the Congress feels that this is one such issue on which they can put the government on the mat, and that is the reason why the Congress is saying that they should be, both the Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister should resign, and the CBI should probe this case.
Right, Brijesh. In fact, as we speculate over the political interference in this entire matter, I mean, one cannot deny that there are reports showing that indeed Tingre's connection with Dr. Taware, one of the arrested doctors who seem to have manipulated the reports. In fact, it has come to light that back in December 2023, which is just a few months earlier, it was Tingre himself who had recommended Taware to become the additional in charge of this particular hospital in question. So how is it that we do indeed, overlook the entire political interference angle, like Ajit Pawar or even a Devendra Fadnavis has come up to say that there indeed is no political pressure, no political interference at all?
Well, I mean, it was an extremely unfortunate, letter which was written by the MLA ensuring that Taware gets to be the Dean or the HOD of forensic lab, because given the fact that this is not the first time when his role has been in question. He was in the dock for release of for the running away of a drug mafia a couple of years back, and he was also suspended during that time. So for an NCP MLA to write a recommendatory letter for that doctor itself speaks volumes about the kind of close connect it was there. The fact of the matter is that yes, there was a proper police negligence right from the word go, and that is the reason why those two cops were suspended from active duty. Later on, the way the entire blood report of the minor accused was handled, how it was thrown in the dustbin, and the blood sample was changed. Based on this, those two doctors have been arrested. And now, as the day progresses, more and more murky details about the interference, or I would say collusion between the police, the doctors, the NCP MLAs, and also the family, which tried their level best to make sure that they are able to somehow get good clean sheet for their son. It speaks volumes, and looks like you're watching a Hindi movie where an influential family is pulling all kind of strings to make sure that their son, who is guilty of mouth-dying two techies, go scot-free. And that is the reason why there was a lot of hue and cry, there was a lot of public outrage, and based on only after that, Devendra Fadnavis, who also heads the Home Department, and Pune is his hometown, he rushed to Pune, had a meeting with the Pune Commissioner, and then did a press conference saying that nobody will be spared. Only after that press conference we saw some sort of action taking place and movement being made. We saw Pune Commissioner holding back-to-back press conferences, giving details about it. But this case is another symptomatic of how the rich and mighty deal with law when it comes to their own kith and kin being involved in one act of crime.
Absolutely. In fact, a rather unfortunate plot that seems to be thickening and playing out for all of us here. In fact, as we speak of political interference as well, Brijesh, also help us understand. Tingre comes out to say, the NCP MLA comes out to deny all charges, all particular, circumstances that had come out to the fore about him visiting the police station and the accident site, and making sure that the accused in this particular case is well kept in the police station while he was there for investigation before he got bailed. And now we see his involvement with the medical examiners as well, the medical doctors as well. And Despite that, and Ajay Taware comes out to say that there is no interference at all. With regards to Tingre, how are we looking at the entire situation and what exactly lies ahead with regards to him, given that he himself has denied all such, all these allegations? How do we see this playing out for the NCP in Maharashtra?
Well, I think it has definitely put NCP on the back foot because, it is not, it doesn't require you to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out the extent of involvement of Tigray, because the fact of the matter is you can go through his call detail record. There would be a CCTV camera in the police station. There would be CCTV camera in the vicinity, which would have recorded Tingray's, entry, exit into the police station, whether he has made any call to the PI and the API who very conveniently, forgot to inform their superiors about this particular incident which has taken place. I think the senior police officers were in complete dark about this in this accident in which two techies were killed. So it's not very hard to figure out the extent of the involvement. And I think once the entire process will take over, the police, there should be pressure from the opposition also on the government also to make sure that call details record of all these MLAs who have been talked about, and also the Pune Police Commissioner should come out clean about what was the exact import of the conversation which he had with Ajay Taware, because until unless you do not take the political influence out of the equation, these kind of things will keep on happening. I understand when Ajay Taware says that he's a man in public life and there is no way he cannot not make a call when he comes about this particular case, but it definitely needs to be investigation whether he was aware of the entire the extent and the kind of crime, the macabre crime which was committed by that minor accused. So there are a lot of questions which the NCP has to answer, irrespective of how the case is proceeding. Now the case is proceeding in the right direction. The grandfather and the father have been,
right. Yeah. Brijesh, extremely sorry to cut you short there, but definitely a lot of these details now coming to fore. It almost seems like a jigsaw puzzle, with each piece coming to the front with each passing hour, in fact not even day at this point, with which we find the updates coming in from this very tragic and murky twists that are developing into the Pune Porsche accident.